Okay, I think we're live. I'm just gonna double check. Yes, we are live. Hey, what's up? I'm still dealing with COVID after going to MagicCon Atlanta. I'm getting some editing done on my personal projects as I can, as well as professional projects. But I'm gonna take a moment here to play some Duel Masters until I lose. And today I wanted to ask the question, what's winning? There isn't a really an answer to this, because it depends on the structures in which you define winning, which is usually informed by value and culture and who you are as a person. Um, I just think it's interesting how a lot of video games. Ooh, this is a good card. Did I just win the pack opening? Um, that's a really good card too. I just think it's interesting how this is a stream that is themed around winning in Duel Masters, but video games they set a pretty clear bar of what constitutes winning and what constitutes losing, but life is completely different. To some people, academic achievement is winning. To some people, having a lot of money is winning. To some people, making a positive influence on the world is winning. To some people, you have to do all of those things and more to win. Um, to me, I just define winning as being able to put a roof over my head and do some enjoyable things on top of that. So to that extent, I feel like I'm winning in life. But someone might look at me and think that I'm a loser. Someone might look at, you know, I look at my friends who live paycheck to paycheck, working in for nonprofits and social services, and I see them as winners compared to me. Um, you know, you may look at someone who gets a lot more views on YouTube, or someone who has a nicer car, a nicer house as a winner. But I think winning, you have to define winning for yourself, and you also have to set goals that, can actually be quantified, because if you pursue a goal and you can't quantify it, then you're just constantly losing. But sometimes winning is just the big cope. Sometimes winning is just being able to sleep at night and get out of bed in the morning. Um, but winning for this Duel Masters match means assembling my Grand Sect combo. We have some pieces of the combo already in our hand, and we can put the pieces in our mana zone to protect it a little bit, since our opponent has blue and black. I never thought I'd be able to play Duel Masters in 2025, and I'm having a great time with it. Oh, that ramp did not go off. Most of the deck is filled with cards that allow you to continue to ramp with this card, but I actually hit the other copy of this card, so I wasn't able to do it multiple times. Okay, so what we do here, we still want to sequence correctly. Alright, so we want to add back to our hand from these is this. Looks like next turn we might be able to cast this guy, which has double affinity for creatures with 12,000 or more. So if this stays on the board and we can get this on the board at 7 mana, we can cast this for 6. And then we'll be able to cast this for 1, which will get us up 1. We're missing one of our combo pieces, but it's better to get these on the board earlier, especially while our opponent is kind of dirtling. Famous last words, but still. We can't cast this, so it's better to just tuck it. Because the more mana we have, the more we can just get to Emrakul without our combo. Because really the combo is to dig for Emrakul. So yeah, if I play this, it will actually bring this down to 6. which allows me to cast it. And yeah, so next turn, oh, we'd need 9 mana, but if we play this, we'd be down to 7. So if we charged mana, yeah, we were gonna cast Emrakul and win anyways. So that's what constitutes winning a Duel Masters. Getting your opponent, assembling a board state that your opponent, has to concede to. They don't have to though. But yeah, I have COVID and I woke up at noon today and like I have plenty of chores I gotta do. So that would constitute losing in some people's eyes, but when you take into account the fact that I'm sick, that wouldn't constitute losing for some more compassionate people. We gotta boot some. Some people hate cats. I see it as winning to give him a good home. I love giving him a good home. It's one of my favorite parts of being a person. Is being able. I adopted him when he was 15, and now he's 16. And if things keep going like this, he could live to be 17. I love that. Do you lose when a cat dies, even if you gave them years of good life? I don't know about that. Some games you don't just win, you just keep playing until they're over. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying that life is a game. Like, okay, we won't be able to play this for a while, so we charge it. This one, when we charge this, it can be returned to our hand. This is the other combo piece that lets us dig through our deck for Emrakul and ramp to be able to cast Emrakul. So we're actually safe to put it into the mana zone to get later. Looks like we're against Metallica, so we either have to outspeed them and assemble combo or get a Tamatango out early to shut them off. But as anyone who watched the last stream will know, Obsidia gets over that gate, so it's not a foolproof plan. Okay, this is the one that doesn't let us cheat out. It basically means we have to be at 10 mana to play Gale Vesper if we are going to play it. So, honestly, better to charge it because we can get it out later with the other combo piece that's in the mana zone and just keep ramping. There we go. We've got all of our combo pieces in the mana zone and we're able to double ramp this turn. Wow, that was a great turn. Yeah, so next turn we can actually get our siege out, which is a good move. Attacking this early is, wow, yeah. We just get more mana this way. It's a questionable decision from them. That lets us get Sieg Vesper out earlier. Not Sieg Vesper, Sieg Nachtfalter. Such a cool name. I don't know the accuracy of the English translations through this mod. Oh, they're good. Yeah. Well, that's the best thing they could have gotten on the board in their current state. We can't just do well and have it be for nothing. So, yeah, now that they've got Obsidia out, Tamatango isn't that good in this matchup, so we're not going to use it. The move here is not to put any of those into my hand. Okay. Actually, it was. I should have gotten some of those. I think I might just be dead. I think I might be too slow here. It really depends on what my shield breaks are. But I don't think we're gonna... Yeah. Of course, when we high roll, our opponent gets the best answer out. Okay. We're really lucky that we hit that. This stops them from hitting us for lethal. And now I think we can dig for Emrakul. Do we have Emrakul in the... We do. So we don't even have to dig. There's no guarantee we'll win here, but we have a high likelihood. Getting that would be wise. Did I just misplay? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, we want Tamatango to be tapped. And yeah, we can do this because that allows us to play more creatures and get another Emrakul out, and then we can get an extra turn. Again. So if we fight here and it dies, we can get more mana and try to get another Emrakul. Alright. Unfortunately, now that we have 4 cards in the deck, if we play Emrakul, we'll lose too many, and we'll deck ourselves. So the best thing we can do from here is just try to win. Yeah, unless Sieg died, but we don't have a way to kill Sieg, so... We basically just have to win off of the shields here. Yeah. Oh, but they can't attack us with Tamatango, so we could still win. They have 0 mana, and they can't attack through us with Tamatango, so we could still win. They just emoted at us, which either means they're gonna scoop or they're gonna win somehow. People do it either way. So we can't play a creature, else we'll lose. Now they have to sacrifice all of their creatures and their mana because of this has functional Annihilator 6, which is just so cool. So we'll see what their shield break is. If it taps Tamatango, I still win. Tamatango's so good. So if it's tapped, your opponents have to. It has super block. Your opponents have to tap it to get through. Hey, so that's 2 wins straight on stream. One second. Burrito bowl carnitas. Okay, well we're close. That's a double win streak. Let's go. Let's hear it for the double win streak. Does anyone tune into chat? No, we have 0 viewers. We usually get 0 viewers on this, and that's okay. Duel Masters isn't a popular game in America. Maybe if I start putting Japanese Duel Master letters on the stream, we'll start getting VOD viewership. Japanese. What's the Japanese for Duel Master plays? I'm just gonna toss that on the stream name just so people know. Let them know. Alright. A 2-win streak isn't bad. I'm quite pleased with that. And my opponent's name is Vegetables, which is funny because the Grand Sects are basically just vegetables and insects. So yeah, as always, we protect this since we can get it later if we're actually assembling the combo, and with a lot of other sources. Blue and red, they might be able to outspeed us. This is one of our less interactable matchups, because even if you destroy their creatures, they can just get them back. For some reason, red and blue has really good recursion in this game, which is not at all the experience in Magic. But hey, if it was 1-to-1 with Magic, it wouldn't be its own game. So here we can get 2 creatures on the board. And next turn we can use the tank. Since the tank lets us return something from the mana zone to our hand, we can place the creature in our hand at 6 mana. Well, no. Oh, but we don't even have to do that. You need anything else? No. I still think this is the play. TBH. Just because it ramps us more. Yeah, that ended up being the play by luck, so no complaints there. Since I can... that ability doesn't stack, so it's better to just be safe. So next turn, when I have 7 mana, I can play both of these creatures. So they really gotta start hitting my shields, which usually at around 4 mana they can. Okay, so they can... None of my... they can destroy one of my creatures or draw 2 cards. Wow, they must really know what they're up against, because that was the right play, but it wasn't the intuitive play. Okay. I know the move. Shobu. Because in the long game, we just really... More mana really doesn't hurt us. Being able to place... Oh, I thought I could play Sieg here. That was a misplay. Look at me acting all cocky. Yeah, so... It's anyone's game right now. We're close to assembling combo. So are they. That was a great outcome of this. Except they have a way to lose their creatures, so... Better to guard, because then they can't... This still blocks it even if they die, so... Then they can't hit me. Oh, but that might get us. Oh no. Maybe getting Tamatango wasn't the move. Oh well. This opponent knows what they're doing. The best thing we can do here is charge and see if we survive another turn. If we survive another turn, we can assemble a combo, but I don't think we're gonna survive another turn. It really just depends on their luck, which is not a good place to be in. But them breaking all of our shields is good for us, actually, because of how our shield triggers work. Oh, and yeah, they just destroyed. Okay. We'll do it. If only that was untapped. I could have put it in their mana zone. But yeah, the most important thing about this is that it blocks an attack, potentially. But if they can destroy their creatures, it doesn't matter. I think this might be the end. Ooh! It's not! Okay. We might be able to combo into Emrakul here. Okay. I think we can. If we do that one more time. Oh, we might still deck out, but we're gonna try. We're gonna go down fighting. Yeah, we still deck out. Oh man, that was close though. We just couldn't cast Emrakul. So, we'll go out on our own terms. Deck out right here. There are alternates of this deck that play a card that lets you win if you deck out. I think I might look into that for future streams and just in general. Because that's also just an easier way to win. Hey, but that was Duel Masters until we lose. I hope you had a good time today. See you soon. Have a good Saturday.